Crow is I think one of the best gothic, if not only gothic, but also one of the best supernatural horror action movies ever made. It's a must Halloween watch, considering it's set in Halloween, and it's the whole scenery, the whole shot, the filming, and everything is just Halloween. It's a perfect Halloween film. Well, what a lot of people remember about The Crow, a lot of people remember that this was the movie that is famous for resulting in the death of Brandon Lee, the lead actor for that movie. It's a tragic ending, and the movie was dedicated to him and his fiancée, Eliza. Brandon was fatally shot on the set, and he died in the hospital later that day. He was only 28 years old. But aside from Brandon's death, it's also known for being a revolutionary action movie. It was the 90s, from what I've seen, were all about the long coats, the gothic imagery, as well as the shootouts. Lots of shootouts in movies. This movie had one of the best movie shootouts ever, or gunfights. And it also showcased Brandon's amazing martial arts fighting capabilities that he had. And because he was Bruce Lee's son, I could easily see if you were to have if Brandon was filmed with like a silhouette, if you just filmed Brandon's silhouette, and if he was doing all the martial arts fights, I could have easily mistaken it for his father, Bruce. What I like about The Crow is the acting. Ernie Hudson, well, aside from being Ghostbuster Winston, he's a good supporting character too. Ernie Hudson as the police officer who helps Eric Draven, the man who Brandon played. And if there is, maybe we should visit it. What I like about Ernie Hudson is that he's a good supporting actor, and a lot of supporting characters steal the show. His character absolutely does steal the show. He should be like in the top 3. Like the top 3 characters. Ernie Hudson's character is by far one of my top 3 favorite supporting characters of all time. And the supporting characters who steal the show, that's what makes the movie all the more great. This was the movie that would ultimately make Brandon Lee the star he is today. Even though he did make other films such as Rapid Fire, this was the one that made him a household name. But he died while filming. When I watch The Crow, I don't think about the tragedy that happened. I think about the fun Brandon must have had while filming. I could tell he had great chemistry with all the actors. Not so much the bad guys. Although, who has to have chemistry with a bad guy? His chemistry with Ernie Hudson was uplifting. In fact, my whole favorite scene out of the entire movie was a scene when he's in Ernie Hudson's character's apartment, and Hudson's telling Brandon, or Eric, about what happened in the year that had followed since he and his fiancée, Eric's fiancée, Shelley, since they had been both murdered. But Eric is the only one who got brought back to life. That's probably my favorite scene because it's touching. It just shows that we have a character who finally understands what had happened, and he is now able to help out. At the end of the day, The Crow is a must-watch. I call it a movie you should not miss.